Grand Risings. Um, Thank y'all for your input on which video I should do next. I think I'm gonna go with just moving in order, right? So I had it as uh, how to use freelancers to avoid leeches, and then after that was something else. I'm gonna just start there, right? So, kind of picking up on where I left off last time, because I kind of cut out as a self-employed person or a business owner. You have limited funds, right? So, being that you have limited funds, you have to be creative about how you get things done, right? So, employing systems before you employ people, right? Because that's what the corporations do, right? That's why they have that bigger cap as far as money to spend and everything, right? They hire good people, and then they believe in their systems so that the people who are not as good can perform and get the job done, right? So in my past jobs, I've had several. A lot of the people seem lazy. I'm like, why y'all just here, just cashing a check? And I'm like, it's kind of crazy. Like, if it was my money, no way, right? So you can say the same thing for partners. You just looking to get a job done, but you don't need this person around for the long term, and you don't think that they're gonna really contribute to the long term growth or revenue of the business idea. Probably should figure out a way where you can pay the money up front to get it done. That's the thing. A lot of us want to be cheap, and we want to be like, we don't want to pay. If you don't pay in up front, you're gonna pay sometime. So you just gotta make a decision. Like, be decisive. That's really all I'm gonna say about it. Going to that point about trust being the overarching concept, right? When we look at this list, it starts at the top with trust, right? Trust in that system. So when we talk about trust in systems, where I would start would be program, excuse me, program management software, right? Apps. We got apps for Slack, Asana, Monday.com, Notion. I could go on for a long time. Salesforce. If you small business, you can use those apps. The Salesforce and stuff is for the bigger companies. Then we have the communication servers, right? So the big companies, they just keep it to your project management, and that's it. For us smaller people, especially if you're using freelancers, you want to keep in contact with your people, because nobody wants to feel like a slave or somebody who's just getting used just to get the job done, right? So staying in touch with your people, actually having a relationship on more than one level is very key if you want to get rid of the leeches, because people will leech and they will talk about stuff that you don't have time to talk about, and it'll just be very unproductive. Then we move on to here. Review process, right? How are you going about reviewing, holding people accountable, right? How are you doing that? What are the metrics? Can they see them? Are they clear? Right? Or is it very vague? Right? Then we go to my favorite, hiring and firing, right? Onboarding process, teaching people, training them. It's fun, it's great. You hire freelancers, you probably don't have to do that. You shouldn't have to, because the people you're hiring are already qualified. They should be. Firing, right? Getting the bad people out quick. Sometimes people are qualified, but they're toxic. They're bad people. They're just uncooperative. I can't really tell you what to do. Just, you gotta get them out of there quickly. Don't try and be nice. Take your time with it. Get them out of there. It's a business. Then, boom, we talk about people, right? Starts at the top. Managers and partners, right? Sometimes managing partners. That could be yourself, probably, right? Starts with you. Do you trust you? Or you trust in somebody because they're some sort of expert? Trust your gut. right? That's the biggest thing. Second, supervisors, right? These are the people who understand and know the system as good or better than you, right? They are system-driven people. Your supervisors. So you should trust them if you trust your system. Will they ever be able to be a manager or partner? Maybe not, but they can be very effective in their job. Employees, contractors are the same as trainees. You know what the difference is? Trainees have less time, right? It's the only difference. So we talk about leeches, right? When it comes down to it, all of us have to pay taxes, at least in this country. So the taxes have to be taken out by your employees as well, right? So if people aren't doing that, that comes back to you, right, as a business owner. So a leash can be a partner, a leash can be an employee, a leash could be a friend who wants to just be involved, right? Find a way to pay the bill. That's the end, long and short of the discussion today. So thank y'all for tapping in, and I'm gonna get to them other videos. But happy Friday.